eyelashes, her moss-green eyes almost too large for her face. She's as pale as Valerius, with sharp, striking features. But while the enemy Alpha emanated strength and health, this girl appears as if she would bend and break if hit by the softest breeze. Her high cheekbones seem more evident due to her gauntness. She's so thin I'm afraid she hasn't eaten in days. Shit, maybe she hasn't. I have no idea what kind of Alpha Valerius is. There's no malice in her eyes, but also no spark. It's like her soul has been crushed. A sharp pang in my chest makes me suck in a breath. For a split second, I feel my wolf stir inside, albeit quite subdued. My power hasn't deserted me, thank God. Maybe I'm still under the tranquilizer's effect. Once that wears off, I can attempt a shift. I'm sure the bindings won't be a match for my wolf. But first, I need to get as much information from this girl as possible. Quiet as a mouse, she grabs a spoon, the only utensil on the tray, and scoops up a bit of food. So this is how it's going down. She plans to feed me like a baby. Even the bacon has been chopped to small pieces. I suppose a fork and knife would be too much of a risk, since they could easily be turned into weapons, if I were free of my constraints. I'd much rather eat by myself. Why don't you just untie me? As expected, she simply shakes her head, bringing the spoon to my mouth. I'm tempted to clamp it shut, but I need to regain my strength, so eating is a must. My compliance seems to ease some of the tension in her shoulders. She's afraid of something. After I swallow the lump of food, I try once more to get her to speak. "What's your name?" She freezes, as if my question were offensive or worse, dangerous. Her gaze connects with mine for a brief second, before she reaches for the simple silver chain around her neck, pulling the pendant from underneath her loose t-shirt. Her name is spelled out on it, Nadine. But that's not all I notice. My attention is drawn to the scar marring her neck, 3 lines of puckered skin. It's as if someone clawed her throat out. A chill runs down my spine. Most likely, that's what happened. Catching me staring, Nadine quickly drops her chin, pulling her hair over to hide her scar. A nagging suspicion takes root. "You can't talk, can you?" She shakes her head, still avoiding my gaze. Shit, now I feel like an ass. Please, forgive me. It's not an act. I do feel badly. The teen lifts her chin. Maybe I'm wrong, but I read surprise in her eyes. The reaction doesn't last. Soon, she's staring at the plate again, scooping up more food. I take another bite, barely savoring the taste, when the loud bang of the door hitting the wall has the girl scrambling to her feet. In her haste, she drops the spoon, but she's too rattled to pick it up. Valerius enters. Nadine takes a step back, her shoulders hunching and head dropping as she attempts to make herself even smaller. He scrutinizes the tray of food, notices I barely made a dent, and makes a tisking sound. He swivels to me. "I take it you're still being difficult." "Not really. You interrupted my meal, but I would have eaten faster without these." I turn my hands into fists as I stare at my bound wrists, locked to the rails of the bed. Come to think of it, why does Valerius have a hospital bed in this cell? "Your freedom is completely up to you." He shoves his hands into the pockets of his jeans in a casual gesture, as if discussing something stupid like the weather. Narrowing my eyes, I try my best to keep my voice neutral. "Let me guess. You're going to make me promise not to run." Valerius's lips curl into an arrogant smirk. "Something like that. But you'll have to make me believe your words first." I scoff. "And how am I supposed to do that?" "Very simply, Amelia. By answering all my questions about the Crimson Hollow Pack." My heart stops beating for a moment before lurching inside, drumming fast while my tongue goes dry. Valerius wants me to betray the pack, the ones who saved my life. Does he know I've bonded with all 3 wolf